Suppose I told you the life you wished for is just not beyond your grasp. The secret to success is not the class one is born into, but the habits or practices that may help push one up the ladder. The secret of wealth, as often described by the so-called upper class, is pretty elusive. However, it isn't a secret. It's more on habits anyone may adopt. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be equipped with 5 transformative habits that can elevate your life, starting today. 1. Strategic networking, not just socializing. How many times have you had conversations wondering if they go anywhere at all? The high class does not socialize for socialization only, but they have a reason and build their networks. Networking should not be confused with collecting business cards or by way of increasing your followers on social media. Networking involves relationships that inspire, challenge, and support you. Consider this. Do you ever feel like successful individuals know everyone, so to speak? Need a lawyer? They know one. Starting a business? They have an investor. This is not by coincidence. These relationships are built over time. Manipulation does not enter it, it's mutual gain. The case of Oprah Winfrey is a great example. She gives much of the credit for her success to her relationships. She has built a network of trusted advisors, collaborators, and friends all working towards the same vision. To act on this practice, begin connecting with people who share your interests or goals. For example, instead of trawling at the computer for hours just chatting to no purpose, attend a seminar, join a book club, or attend events in your field. And don't forget to follow up sometimes. A short thank you email or message can go a long way in keeping those connections alive. Networking is not just about what others can do for you, but also what you bring to the table. As you lead with value, relationships blossom and opportunities tend to flow in naturally. 2. Health is wealth. After all, as the adage goes, your health is your wealth, and no one takes that more seriously than the upper class. They know in their heart of hearts that a well-functioning body and mind is where true success begins. A fine achievement, no matter how grand, is hollow without good health. Now consider Jeff Bezos, to name one. He has engineered one of the most successful companies in the world and will never compromise on sleep, while avowing that his 8 hours of a night are non-negotiable. Why? Because he knows rest enhances decision-making, creativity, and performance. They also are keen to exercise as a means of physical as well as mental clarity. It's the activity that keeps Richard Branson so productive himself, he claims, whether it's biking, kite surfing, or just working out in the gym. However, health isn't always a grand gesture. Small, consistent habits often make all the difference. Drinking more water, swapping sweet snacks for fresh foods, or just finding some time each day to move can be the game changer for one's energy and mindset. Mental health is equally important. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, or simply unplugging from digital distractions can help reduce stress and improve focus. These habits aren't luxuries, they're investments in your future self. By treating your health as a priority, you're building the foundation for a life of sustained success. 3. The power of lifelong learning. The most successful people never stop learning. For the upper class, education does not end after a diploma. It is instead a continuous journey. They can be said to understand that the world is always changing, and staying informed is the key to staying relevant. For instance, consider Bill Gates. He can be seen talking about dedicating an hour to reading, which he refers to as his 5-hour rule. He does not read to pass the time, but he reads to acquire new ideas, get new perspectives, and continually improve. And that is not enough. He listens to podcasts, attends lectures, and invests in courses for further knowledge. This habit of lifelong learning does not have to be strictly academic. It can even be as simple as learning a new skill or hobby. Think about all the time you spend scrolling endlessly through social media. What would happen if you just substituted 15 minutes of that kind of stuff with actually learning something? The most important thing is it's a TED Talk, an audiobook, or some free online course. These small changes compound into massive growth over time. By lifelong learning commitment, you are not only gaining knowledge, but also rewiring your brain to adapt and be open to opportunity. Success doesn't come from knowing everything, but being willing to learn what you don't know. 4. Mastering emotional intelligence, EQ. In any room full of successful people, you'll notice one common trait. They know how to read the room. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is their superpower. It's the ability to understand and manage your own emotions while empathizing with others. Why does this matter? Science research shows that 90% of high performers have high emotional intelligence. This skill sets them up to easily navigate conflict, inspire teams, and build trust. Imagine being able to stay calm during a tense situation, or knowing just what to say when someone is struggling. That's the power of EQ. The good news is that emotional intelligence isn't something you're born with, it's something you can develop. First of all, develop self-awareness. Pay attention to how you feel and why. You can even use this as a journaling activity. Second is the act of active listening. Tune in on the other person to truly hear them. It's not about thinking what you want to say next. Lastly, be empathetic. Before reacting to someone, ask yourself, what might they be going through? It is not just your relationships that improve, but also every piece of your life. Understanding people and yourself gives you the power to navigate the trials of life with grace and confidence. 5. Waiting for gratification. If there is one habit that separates the successful from the rest, it is the ability to delay gratification. In a world living on instant rewards, the upper class knows the value of patience. The famous Stanford marshmallow experiment proved this decades ago. Children who resisted eating one marshmallow immediately for a second later grew up with better life outcomes, and from higher academic achievement to healthier relationship. This principle applies almost everywhere in life. Instead, visualize pinching pennies and saving money rather than irresponsibly throwing it away, or work for years on a career or business before finally reaping the benefits. Delayed gratification has nothing to do with depriving yourself. It's actually about choosing long-term rewards over short-term pleasures. For instance, maybe it's that great new gadget everyone is talking about. You save that money for a vacation to somewhere you have always wanted to visit. The experience of such a trip will surely outweigh the temporary excitement of a new gadget. Waiting for something worthwhile is the only thing that distinguishes those who achieve lasting success from those who settle for mediocrity. Success is not just for the lucky few. It is the outcome of habits that anyone can embrace. By embracing strategic networking, improving your health, making lifelong learning a cornerstone of your life, mastering emotional intelligence, and practicing delayed gratification, you can enhance your life and accomplish your goals. Which of these habits do you think you might find most useful? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and what you plan to do with these changes. If this video inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to Brain Boost for more tips that can transform your life. Remember, the journey to success starts with just one step, or in this case, one habit. Until next time, take care and keep growing.